like pussy, nigga. 09 in ecstasy, nigga. Fuck with me, dog. Pull up on the scene of some luxury, dog. That's me. And my Kobe, yeah. 24 and my clothes is rare. Iceberg, fuck the diamond, yeah. And that lake shit like Xavier. This that Juan Carlos and Javier. Raw coat, straight off the boat. I'm a fly nigga, took a wing off. Married to the game, took my ring off. That's me. We can have a bling off. Throw the auto-tune on, have a sing off. If the pussy ain't mine and I speed off. Cause I don't even fuck with hoes, rather beat off. No lotion, tips got the potion. Fuck the commotion, I'm out in the ocean. A nigga in motion, all this devotion. Got a nigga up in his bitch like he floating. Go grill shining.
Welcome to the A24 podcast. I am your host, the Pope Chuck Paul. Hope you guys had a great weekend. NFL season just started. The NBA playoffs is prospering. We got some things to get to. But first, one of my favorite pastimes on during the weekends, power. So, this is going to be one of the most ghettoest spoilers I'm going to give you guys, because I'm going to give you stuff all over the place because my memory is type trash. But where we last left off, Tasha was hit with the queen pen status. Now, her lawyer is trying to put two and two together, trying to figure out why they're trying to hit her with it when they know she didn't call the shots in the organization. I don't think they really even had a name of their organization, whatever. The St. Patrick organization. So, they're trying to figure out, did she have the actual power to have Tommy to do it, even though we know Tommy didn't do it. They're trying to see what reason does Sachs have to do this. Now, me and you know, because it's a TV show, that they're trying to protect the Democratic Party's look to the public, being that James St. Patrick, was a drug dealer, a murderer, a woman beater, womanizer, X, Y, and Z, all of the above. So they're trying to do anything in their power to dump all that shit in the trash and let Tasha take the rap. Even as far as her pulling the trigger. They're trying to do whatever they can. Also, Tariq starting to hang out more with his roommate, hanging around his crib. I guess he's looking at the bigger picture, just like his father always did. He knows there's some foul shit going on. He's Googling his roommate's aunt's estranged boyfriend or husband that's locked up. They had an uncle come over. He pinpointed that he's a snitch right away. So they automatically know that, hey, this kid Tariq is pretty smart. He's street savvy. Now they're doing their homework on him, his parents, probably trying to see what he knows and what they can get from him. Because we got to know, I know for sure, they're somehow going to intertwine. Because now, Tasha had asked Tariq during the funeral to get her some Plan B pills for one of the inmates. So I guess that's Tasha's way of running things or getting cool with folks inside the Bing. Because, she ain't got money, so what can she do? So, Tariq goes and hollers at Duke's aunt. Hey, I don't know their names yet. Sorry, it's only the second episode. And says, yo, can you take care of this? Boom, boom, bang. They get it taken care of. Tasha's good now. And we also got to see how Tariq's go about moving all his weight. In school, out of school, in the strip clubs, or what. We got to see how that goes. And one other tidbit. His counselor appears to be a sex addict. And the dude who's Tariq's teacher was her ex, and apparently wrote a book about her, or whatever the case may be. We got to see how that unfolds and see how that plays a part in this whole power book too. Hey man, I'm sorry. If I lost you, I'm sorry. You're probably just listening to motherfucking slow. NBA playoffs. 8 more wins. Number 8, Kobe. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 more wins, and we're winning the championship. The Los Angeles Lakers are back in the Western Conference Finals since 2010 when we beat the Boston Celtics for it, the NBA title. I'm happy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? We sent Houston home packing. Westbrook was running around like Pat Bev. James Harden said they need one more piece. Dog, you done had Dwight Howard. You done had CP3. You done had motherfucking Carmelo Anthony. You have Russell Westbrook. 2 MVPs. Come on, dog. Mike D'Antoni, as soon as he got to Houston, he called the folks up. Was like, yo, look, I ain't coming back. I quit. You know, he broke up with the girlfriend before the girlfriend broke up with him. You know what I'm saying? There's rumors saying that the Indiana Pacers have some interest. I don't know how that'll work out. People are pointing him towards the Philadelphia 76ers. I don't think that'll work because they're too big. He got rid of all the bigs in Houston. Personally, I think New Orleans Pelicans would be a good fit because you got Lonzo, that could be his new Steve Nash. You got Ingram on the wing. You got Zion on the wing. But who knows if Zion Williamson's fat ass can get up and down the court. We gotta see. We gotta see. The Miami Heat got the Milwaukee Bucks the fuck up out of here. Giannis Antetokounmpo, allegedly, well, he did, unfollow everyone on his team. He said he was in a 3-hour meeting with management asking how do they plan on moving forward with the team. Now, it's pretty crazy because, I mean, you had everything you needed during the regular season. It all falls apart. Because at the end of the day, when you're in these playoff series, everyone can attest to this, every other game is different because you get a chance to go home and adjust. See what you did wrong, what you did right, work on those errors and whatnot. And they just didn't execute correctly. I mean, Spoelstra, you gotta give him his props, dog. Like, people used to always think like, oh, Pat Riley is pulling the strings, telling them what to do from upstairs to downstairs. He done coached the Big Three. He done coached Wade with a bunch of role players. He's coaching Jimmy Butler and this young team. They're doing a fucking thing. Now, personally, I wouldn't mind seeing a Lakers versus Celtics finals. I called it earlier in the year. They could probably sweep these motherfuckers though. I ain't gonna hold it. But it'll be a good one. The Clippers are going to a Game 7 with the Denver Nuggets. Could you imagine if the Clippers lose to the Nuggets? A team no one had coming out the West. I mean, we know they're a good team with Murray and the Joker. Then you got Grant, you got Harris, you got Millsap. They got a good supporting cast. You got Michael Porter Jr. coming into his own, even though he was talking too much out his face, but he redeemed himself. You know what I'm saying? For the Clippers, on the other hand, they've been cocky all season. Ain't no load management in the motherfucking bubble. It's game, day off. Game, day off. Game, day off. Right now, the Lakers are resting. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals does not start till this Friday. The Clippers and Nuggets play tomorrow. Like my girl Carrie Champion always say, the Clippers gon' clip. Clippers curse. I'm rooting for them. I'm rooting for the Clippers to lose. I'm rooting for the Nuggets to win. Come on, I'm a Laker fan, man. LA all day. And now that we're sticking to sports, football started on Thursday. To kick it off, no pun intended, the Texans faced off against the Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Texans didn't come out for the national anthem, but they did come out to join arms in a moment of silence of peaceful solidarity or whatever, and they were booed. But that wasn't the anthem. Flag on the play. Or lack of flag on the play. Because then what is all this about? So let me get this straight. So if they join arms and hands, whatever, peacefully, not during the anthem, to show solidarity for people who are mistreated by the police. Let's just say, take away the names of the ones you know. Just random people that you might not know of who are really done wrong. No priors, nothing. Nothing that any racist can say about them. Why are you booing? So you mean to tell me if they held hands and joined arms in solidarity for breast cancer, are you going to boo that too? How about for brain cancer? How about for AIDS? So what really is it? Because it wasn't during the flag ceremony. And what I like people to know, NFL players stayed in the locker rooms up until 2009, till the military started paying the NFL to have the whole flag ceremony. Until this day, players do have the right to sit, stand, kneel, or stay in the locker room if they shall choose to in the NFL, because there is no rule saying that they have to. So you're mad for no reason. And if you're that upset, go get a fucking beer or make your man a sandwich and come back and watch the game. It's not that deep. And you know, I was conflicted at first, 4 years ago when Cap took the knee. Because I wasn't watching football no more. I said, no, fuck that. I had to call out everybody saying, oh no, you're doing this, you shouldn't watch. But at the same time, it's like, yo, I was like, why don't the players boycott too? Why don't they sit out? But they got families. And guess what? I'm not boycotting my job. I'm not sitting out of my job. You know, they can still work where they work and get their message across. Whether it's pre-game, post-game, during the game. Because like Jamel Hill said, we shouldn't put that amount of pressure on them. You know what I'm saying? They worked their whole life for this moment and whatnot. Although, I'm at the point right now where I'm thinking, like, why are people still trying to put their kids in football at a young age now? You can stop that shit right now. But, back to my point. We got to stop putting pressure on them. If they want to boycott, they can boycott. If they want to need, whatever. But, my thing is this. Stop saying it's about the flag. People are saying don't make the game political. Well, guess what then? If you consider the flag political, then let's not sing the national anthem before games. It's a game. Why do we even play the national anthem before a game? It's not political, right? It's a sports game. So why? I mean, that's just me, you know. Like I always say, I'm a common sense kind of guy. You know? I like to make sense. I don't like to just throw things out there, you know. But hey, man, it just makes no sense to me. If it bothers you that much, then why are you watching? Now, one thing that kind of, I wouldn't say segues into this, but it is about racism. Good friend of the show, Victoria DaCosta, one of the producers on the hit documentary, Storm Over Brooklyn, about a young teen named Yusuf Hawkins from Brooklyn who went with his friends to purchase a car in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. At the time, Bensonhurst was flooded with Italians, wise guys, mafia dudes and all that stuff, Italian kids. And in that neighborhood were barely any black people. They did not like black people. Period. To this day. Some Italians, I mean, hey, look. People like to throw out the joke that Italians are the white black people. No. They hate us. And the problem about black people is that we're too compassionate by nature. And let me retract. Let me not say Italians hate black. There are some that hate us. It is what it is. So they went to this neighborhood to purchase a used car. I know I shouldn't be spoiling it for you, but you can Google what happened and it'll tell you what happened. He went to go purchase this car with his friends. Apparently, there was some things going on in that neighborhood that, of course, they didn't know about because they're not from there. There was a girl, an Italian girl, who had a problem with this other Italian guy. So she tells him, I'm going to bring my black boyfriend and her friends to fuck you guys up. So they just happened to be passing through neighborhood looking for this place to buy this car. Now, mind you, this is like 1989. There's no Google Maps on your phone. There's no cell phones or whatnot. And this young lady was having a party. So they got to the train station. They're asking folks, hey, do you know this address? People thinking that they're asking for the address to the party. So folks get wind of it and was like, yo, we see these black kids on the corner. That might be them. Dudes come out with baseball bats. Someone comes up with a gun. Shoots him. Dead. Shoots him dead. 16 years old. Minding his business. Going to buy a car with his friends. Well, his friend was going to buy the car. He was accompanied to them. But he gets shot just being somewhere. Just for being black. And the thing that's crazy about this is like, alright, I was 7 years old when this happened. I wasn't living in the Bronx. Like 7 years old, I don't know what's going on in the world. But when you watch the documentary and you see the things that like these racists are saying in the video, like in one part, this dude says, "We're not racist. We just don't like black people." That's how they think. That's how people who are racist think. I like everybody else, but black people. They say they think they're not racist because they like every other race but ours. 9/11 just passed, and people were saying, "Oh, we weren't anything else but American on September 12th." Wrong. After that day, America was just as racist or even more, because people were burning down establishments owned by Muslims or people who were Indian or who just didn't look like, whoever was brown. If you were brown and you wore a turban or a hijab or had a red dot on your head, you were racially profiled by white people after 9/11. It's a no motherfucking fact. Let's not ignore it. So let's not say after 9/11 we were all one. We were together. It's a motherfucking lie. We were even more divided. Because you have people from India, people who of Muslim faith, who come over to this country early on in life, or some who were born here, and this is all they know. They don't open businesses, go to school, do good things, and you got these racists who probably don't even measure up to their intellect, mistreating them. But please go see Storm Over Brooklyn. It's on HBO Max. Shout out to my guy Victorious DaCosta. That's my dog. We did an interview for his other documentary, Digging for Welvin, which is about Welvin Irvine. He was a musician who took his life. He was battling many mental illnesses and things of that nature. And it was just too late for someone to reach out to him to get him help. He ended up taking it into his own hands. No pun intended. And before I let go, Conway the Machine dropped a new album, Fire Beginning to End. Features, of course, the Griselda team, Benny the Butcher, Westside Gun. He has a track with the First Lady of Griselda Records, Armani Caesar. He has a song with Juvenile Hell is my shit. I believe it's Flea Lord, Havoc, and Lloyd Banks. Woo! Banks still got it, dog. Banks still got it. Banks still got it. That's one thing. The POK got it. So, before I let go, once again, I want you guys to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching the A24 podcast. I am the Pope Chuck Paul. Peace.